Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the quick update for the what I now rename as Kupyansk Front. So previously we called this the Oskil Front, but because you know how the war has developed over this region, I think it's more easier to understand this as the Kupyansk Front, because these two fronts essentially has combined together at the Vorishna and the Kupyansk region. It's becoming with just one front. You can see that the fighting here is kind of like together. They are fighting together. So at the Kupyansk front, the Ukrainians have launched a multi-prong attack against the Russian forces. The Russian forces had actually withdrawn from this entire region. They has already withdrawn away from this area, so they are no longer in this area because they know that they can't really defend this area. They has pushed themselves back to the more or less the border of the Kharkiv and the Luhansk border, but they are still they are still around this area. They're still around here. So not exactly to this how the border has been drawn, because we are still trying to find information, how exactly is the Russian lines going to be like. We only have information of some fighting around some regions, so I will be updating the map maybe for the next summary, where we can kind of see the front line more accurately. So the Ukrainians' current preoccupation seems to be more towards in the northern part. They're trying to defeat this Tavilzanka region. So the Ukrainians are attacking, here, and to no avail. They have been trying a few ways, attacking from the north, attacking directly. Did not really worked out, and they also trying to, they penetrate through in that entire this steppes region. It's actually a bit like a valley, and they have been there has been like spreading out in multiple directions, and they are attacking Vilshana. So in the yesterday's report, they attacked Vilshana and it failed, and then they tried again with a pincer from the north and the south, and the fighting is still ongoing as per the last information I had. And then from Pershotravneve, they actually fan out to Pershotravneve, Orlyanske, and towards this region here, Ivanivka, heading towards Kaiserlivka. The Russians, however, seems to be able to hold the line. They are able to hold this line here, and they also been holding the Pershotravneve here as well. So I'm quite sure that there is also defense line around here. I'm quite sure the Ukrainians are also trying to penetrate through. They try to break through so that they can actually head all the way outwards, and then they can actually flank backwards towards Tavilzanka. But no, this did not happen. So I'm not going to draw this because this is not an analysis video. So so the Russians actually meeting them in the fields, and the Ukrainians are kind of stopped, and the Russians are putting a line around this region. They are trying to prevent the Ukrainians from continuing down this road towards Sviatove. So this road leads to Sviatove, which is actually not in this screen. And the Ukrainians also launched another attack towards Berestove. However, this was also stopped by the Russian forces that had come to hold this line as well. So this lightning attack, the Ukrainians have been trying to attempt from Pershotravneve has not worked out anymore, as the Russians retreat very quickly, yes, but this time around, this quick retreat seems to be able to allow them to hold up better. Oops, let me draw this defense line so that it looks nicer. Okay, so further up north here is actually the Russian border already. So which is why this area is going to be very hard for the Ukrainians to take, because it is too near to the Russian border, and I don't think that this entire force here is actually trying to go for Sviatove, because in the Sviatove Crimea front there's another force heading for Sviatove already. So I believe that this force here is trying to capture all these regions here. And the prime target is actually, Nyzhnia Duvanka. I believe, because this is also a major junction just north of Sviatove. And I believe that with the capture of this location, it will actually break the reinforcement and transport route all the way down south to Crimea. And this is actually the faster way to resupply and reinforce Crimea and even the Severodonetsk, Rubizny region. So capturing of this location will will force the Russians to actually resupply from the east. And resupplying from the east is actually very, very far away. So I think this is actually the prime target of the Ukrainian forces. Tentatively, based on the latest information, the fighting is still ongoing. No one is exactly winning just yet. The Russians is holding their line. The Ukrainians are attacking. Ukrainians are pulling in reinforcements. They are using drones. The Russians are using their air force. And let's see, how this goes. So this is just a quick update on the situation here. I think, drawing the line seems to, let us see it a bit clearer. What is the Ukrainians actually doing currently at this very moment. Anyway, that's all for this update, and I'll see you in the next update.